Oh, shoot. So, that board there is rotting. Those are rotting as well. They are not in good condition. And this really needs to be redone. I just don't have the knowledge or the health ability to be able to do it. So one of these days I will get some help and replace those, but for now it's just gonna be what it is. And I mean, it's a good little shed, but just needs some work. All right, so I don't know, this looks kind of bright right there, so I hope it's not too bad for you. But now that I got the chickens all taken care of, because there's the coop, I'm going to start taking care of this right here. So a couple years ago, I took our cattle panels and I made a pen out here. So it's 16 by 16. And we thought, well, we're going to bring Bear out here whenever we come and work in the garden or work with the chickens. And so we brought him out here a number of times, tied him out. And like, we are in sight of him. We are within, like, we would get within 2 feet of him and he would just bark and pull at the tie out. And I mean, he had like 25 feet, a 25-foot tie out, so he could run around if he wanted to, but he was always at the end of the tie out and just barking because he wanted to be where we were. Well, I thought maybe he just didn't want to be tied up, which is part of it. But we're out here, but we couldn't let him just run around because we don't have a fenced in yard where it's safe for him, because he'll run through the fence and he'll chase neighbors' cows and he will chase rabbits and other stuff, and he'll wind up chasing something and running and getting out on the road. And so that's why we don't unleash him outside. We are still thinking about getting one of the collar systems, the GPS collars, and we could set up a GPS fence. And so we'll see. We might do that. We're still thinking about it. We haven't decided. But so anyway, all that to say, I could walk right up to him. Like, I could be this close to him. I could be within a foot of him, but if he couldn't touch me, he would just continue to bark. And so I thought, well, maybe we need to just take him off of a tie out. So I put these panels up, made a 16 by 16 pin for him, and if I was standing right next to the fence, you know, he'd be all right. He would jump up on the fence, but excuse me, if I walked away, he would start barking. I mean, I would be 20 feet from him doing something, and he's safe, and he can see me. He can see what's going on, but it wasn't good enough for him. He had to be, he just wanted to be out of that pen. And so there were times that he would settle down, and he would use the pen for a few minutes, or we would give him a toy or something for him to chew on or to play with for just a short time. But then he would realize that we're not right there where he is, and he would find us with his eyes and he would just start barking again. Well, then he realized he could dig, and he started digging, and in a matter of, I'll say, less than a minute, he dug a trench that was about 10 foot long, and he just kept digging and digging and digging, and I mean, it would have taken him all of about 2 minutes to be out of that thing and down the road if we weren't around. So my initial thought was, if we leave the house, we don't always want to have to put him in the kennel. Well, we can't put him in something like this because he'll get out. Well, we have some other ideas for these cattle panels. And, excuse me. and we'll just do whatever we do at some point for bear. And I mean, so right now I'm going to take these cattle panels down and get that spot. I don't know if we're going to put something there. I mean, we have something for the panels. We want to use them in some gardening. We want to make arches, like trellis arches, and but we also might want to use this space for something. I mean, it's not a really good growing spot just because it's under these pines, and it is growing some grass because nothing has been done to it in the last couple years. But anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. I got chickens taken care of. I'm gonna take this pen down and see what else I can get into. So, all right, well, I'm gonna use my handy dandy wire pliers, and I should have brought some snips instead. It'd be easier if I could just cut that instead of trying to untwist it. So we'll see. I'm gonna put my gloves on because I got tender hands. No, I don't really have tender hands. I just have grip issues, and so I need all the help I can get sometimes because I don't know if I have a nerve damage or if it's carpal tunnel or what it is, but sometimes I've got an issue and sometimes I don't. So here we go. Come on. There's one. It's done. It's two. Good job. Get in there. That's good. Let's see. Well, I had that one all finagled, didn't I? Got it done. Got that one. Yeah, that one untwist okay. What about this one? There we go. That one snipped just fine. And oh boy, I got all kinds of little bitty wire on that one. I forgot. So, snip. Sure is easier whenever you can snip it. Snip. Ouch. All right. Easy now. All right, so anytime I do stuff like this where I have to hammer or squeeze or twist, either in the moment or later in the day or the evening, starts to give me problems. And sometimes the next day it just hurts so bad I can't stand it. So that's one of the reasons whenever I did all the addition to the coop, that's one of the things that kept me from being as productive as quickly as I wanted to. So I guess I should go to the doctor. We'll see. Get off there. Alright, well, y'all, I got one complete. I'm gonna move it out of the way. I'm not gonna make you watch me do the rest of it as it goes, so I'll let you know when I'm done. Alright, so I got all that done. I got the panels off. I got the poles, the T-posts taken out of the ground, and I just have the, you can see them, I just leaned the panels up over here and I laid the T-post over there, and so right now that's gonna be that. So I need to run the mower through this area. It's got like old weeds and stuff like that, so I don't know if I'm going to run through it right now or not. There's also some stuff that needs to be picked up, and I just don't have the energy to do it. Like I said, I've been fighting the crud and being sick for the last couple weeks, and so my energy is about done. But I did say that I was going to show you guys this concrete pad that we plan at some point, hopefully, to build on. And it's hard to really see it because I haven't taken time to clean it off, but let me show you real quick. So I mean, you can see the corner of it right there is cleared off, but so it starts right here. It goes, that's the edge of it. This is, you can kind of tell, the front of it goes right here over. So basically from about that post to not quite to this post to this corner, and then right about there, that is, oh, it's roughly, oh, still there? All right, so it's roughly a little more than 8 by a little more than 12, or a little more than 12 by a little more than 20. I don't even remember. Oh, 8, a little more than 8. A little more than 8 by a little more than 12. So that's roughly the size of it. And so I need to, like I said, I need to clean it off. So this is actually, this is where my grandma's chicken house was, and there was an entrance door right here. This side there were a couple of windows. On the corner down here was where you'd open and close the door, and then they would come out of here, and then their run, if they had a run, I don't know if they had a run or if they were free range. I don't know when whenever my grandma had chickens. But anyway, so this would be real nice. On this wall right here, there was a, let me show you if you can see it. Can you see? That was the nesting box. So it is an old galvanized nesting box right there, and so that's what my grandma had on the wall for the girls. And then there was a big feeder. So along the wall here, there was a feeder, there was a door, so the feeder was here, and it was big enough. You probably put 150 pounds of feed probably that she had. Well, I don't know that she ever did, but it was big enough to be able to do that. So, oh, hold on. did I do? Okay, so I don't know what I was doing. I had my screen flipped around and I was moving stuff around. I was moving my fingers and I was touching it and it was doing stuff. So anyway, so all that to say that we would like to use this this concrete pad at some point, whether we make it into a chicken house or we build something else. We just make a shed of some sort. But it's a nice concrete slab, and in the backyard there's a concrete slab right there as well. That was the floor of the garage of the house that used to sit there. And so we have a basketball goal that has been there ever since I was a kid. My dad put it up so that so that I could play basketball and the nephews could come and play basketball whenever they were here. And it doesn't get used anymore, and I would like to do something with that. I would like to do something with that concrete slab. Maybe take down that basketball goal altogether, but I'm just not sure. We have a lot of things that we have plans for that we would like to do, and right now we just got to do one, and then we'll think about the next step and the next plan. We have spring is on its way. We don't have a plan yet for growing stuff, but we want to. So y'all pray that we can just get some small things together, get some small ideas put together, and just implement some, so that at some point we can do more. And we just got frustrated the first couple summers that we were here. We got frustrated with the frustration of trying to grow in the heat and in the not sandburrs, the heat and the grasshoppers and whatnot. So yeah. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to call it good for now. I gotta take this stuff back up there. There's a couple things I am gonna do, a couple things I'm still probably gonna work on before I head in the house. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Just like always, every time you watch, it makes my day, because I like to see that, you know, at least some folks are engaged, and I hope that you guys have a great week coming up. I don't know if this is going to get out on Monday or on Tuesday, but it will be out at some point. And you guys have a great rest of your day, whatever day it is you're watching this, and I will see you on the next video. But first, I want to take another look. I haven't looked in here in a while, but there is always a hole here going under the door. So let's see what's in here. You guys go first. What do you see? Anything? Well, there are no tracks, so that is still just an old entrance, and the old big wheel there. Oh shoot. So that board there is rotting. Those are rotting as well. They are not in good condition, and this really needs to be redone. I don't have the knowledge or the health ability to be able to do it. So one of these days I will get some help and replace those, but for now it's just gonna be what it is. And I mean, it's a good little shed, but just needs some work. That is a project for another time. See ya.